Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa has assured the Khoi San activists that government will look into their concerns.
And in the end, we will set up a commission. So the government is prepared, determined to handle this matter in a very responsible manner.
Te leen is. Ons kyk nog so 'n bietjie na dagga.
See it 420.
As we handle it, we will be consulting with you on an ongoing basis. So we will discuss all these matters, but we will give consideration to your memorandum and we will be coming back to you. Okay?
God het die plant gemaak.
Wednesday the 12th of January, for us it started as a normal day, but when we came out of our sleeping quarters, we find ourselves surrounded with police from forensic, dog unit, horse unit, detectives, Tshwane police, Metro police, the whole police force. For them, when we spoke to their commanding officer, Spears, he said that he came to investigate on somebody complained about the weed, the cannabis, the dagga that is growing amongst our vegetables. So we told the commanding officer that why are they now coming? This has been here along the vegetables for quite a long time, over a year. The commanding officer took offense of it and he gave the command to the police to take all the plants out. In the beginning they hesitated, and then his announcement went even louder. And they came into the garden area, starting to take the wheat plants out from the back. And when they came to the ones in the front, I was holding one of them. That's my daughter, I call. So I was grabbing onto my daughter, and they literally pulled the roots underneath me and start dragging me through the fencing, through the pavement, and I landed by the Mandela statue when the commander officer Spears, when he gave the calling to them, just leave him with that one. So they left me with that one. For me it was really humiliated that so much police force, and they didn't even come in a kind and friendly manner, just by talking as human beings. They didn't like what I was saying about that we are growing it for our medicine purposes, and we use it in teas, we use it in juices, we use it even to help people with cancer and pain problems. So for them, it was what they have been put on the weed, the cannabis, the label they've put on it. We even said to them that this is a plant that has been here long before the laws were here. So every time that I keep on reminding them of certain things that they try to sweep under the table, they get more angry. And then one of the police officers, let us arrest this man. They came to me and says, we will arrest you. And I asked him, under what charge? They said, no, you are cultivating dagga. I said, but my word, I've never seen people cultivating with the amounts of plants that I've got. That made them even more angry. They called on to the dog unit to went into every corner of our camp, going into our sleeping quarters. They even pushed my child that is now in grade 9, they pushed him aside to get to where they want to go. As they were moving around, I was saying to them, but where is your letter to say that you can do whatever you want to do? All they say is, we've got a letter for this, which they didn't put forward to me, they didn't prove it to me. If that was not enough, they went right onto the other side. Is one of our greenhouses that we were busy trying to set up more indigenous plants there. They went there and they got some seeds in there. There was one of the ladies that was also staying that side. They took her also with us. And they said, well, they're going to arrest us all. There's also another gentleman that's staying on the upper hill. They also arrested him with us, Don. And we had to sleep at the Sunnyside police station. It wasn't good for us because we felt that how can we be taken from the Union building and be put in the cells for things like that. We plead with the police to say, can't they release us, and then if the following day can just, or when the court case is up, they can just come and fetch us because we're not no flight risk. Everyone knows in the whole country, over and overseas, knows that we've been here for just over 3 years. That they didn't take. We slept in the police station, the cells there by Sunnyside. The following morning, we were taken to court. When we appeared at court, now they didn't know what to put on the docket. But between Sunnyside police station, on the paper cultivation of dagga, they've now changed it in court, dealing of dagga. So I don't know how a dealer looks. Simply, I really don't know. To see me as a dealer, I don't know. Whenever we had to give the weed, the cannabis, the dagga plant away, either in a form for some people to use as smoking, others as medicine, we would do it in a manner that not exchange any money. For us, it was more about just helping the person. So when we came to the court, it was now dealing with dagga. The lawyer Elsaby came in and spoke to the state prosecutor because they wanted to drag the case. They said, well, we're not already with the docket, so what normally happens is the person will stay in the police cells until they fix with the right accusation what to put on the docket. So she said, no, leave the docket, leave. You can sort it out. Let my client just go. So they released me on warning and also with a free bail. I laughed at that because our word, a free bail, and they think this as being such a huge thing that was done. So they then said that we will reappear on the 29th of March. So for them, as they say, this is now their time for investigation.
Yes.
We don't know what are they planning. We don't know what trips or traps are they going to put in order to strengthen their case. At the moment, their case is weakened by what they have done, starting from the time they came here. The inhumanity showed, even by dragging me with my daughter through the paving, and even the whole scenario of me and Don and the lady having to spend the night in the cells. So now, at the moment, they're trying to sort of track down what to do. So that's why the investigation is coming up for the 29th of March to reappear. So my appeal to everyone that hears this video and sees this video, to make your way to the court on the 29th of March in support. If you are having a corner shop selling cannabis plants or anything to do with cannabis, now this is now your time on the 29th of March to show your support. Not just show your support for cannabis, but showing your support of the injustice done to the First Nation of South Africa that allowed everyone to stay in South Africa now in 2022. So we are appealing to everyone that show your support also by just coming around us at the Union Building and just asking what is the needs that we need to literally stay here and to continue with our struggle. It might be some solar panels, it might be solar lights, it might be water or anything that we can use around here to make our life a little bit comfortable. This is not our home. It will never be our home. For us, it's all about getting what we ask the government, the president, recognition as the First Nation, our language to be official, return of ancestral land, and remove the colored word from the Z83. That is what we stand for. But yet, injustice has been done to us. So a threat to injustice somewhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Keikakans. Thank you very much.
Tuatama, Kamske.
The struggle continues. Tuatama, Kamske. Amase.
Amase, Khoi San.